Hello. I think now the practice problem and the matrices tutorial both are over. So Rashmi, our team member, will be showing one demonstration of matrices, of one example of matrices, which she has taken from the CBSE textbook. Since we have some school teachers, you might pay attention to this and see if CBSE textbook example can also be coded easily in Scilab. So, Rashmi, can you go ahead and show that example?
So, as Vinita ma'am has said that we have taken some examples from 12th standard CBSE syllabus on matrices. So, these are those examples. So, in the very first example, we have been asked to find out the determinant. So, we have already learned how to find out a determinant from the spoken tutorial, right? In this example, we have been asked to find out the area of a triangle using the determinant method. So that also we have learned somewhere. If you know the concepts, then you will be able to solve this particular question. In this question, you have to add the two matrices. This question says that you have to calculate the value of matrix X from this particular equation, where the matrix A and B have been given. Then in this particular question, you have been asked to subtract the B matrix from A, twice of A. This matrix, in this question, you have to calculate the multiplication of A into B. And in this question, you have to calculate the transpose of A. So let us just solve one or two questions from this particular question bank. So let's say we'll look at the fourth question. In this question, what we have to do is, this equation has been given, that is 2a plus 3x is equal to 5b. And we have been asked to find out the value of matrix X. So how will you do that? So this is our equation, correct? And in order to calculate the value of matrix X, we have to take whatever is on the left hand side to the right hand side of this equation. So that is what I have done. So this is 5b minus 2a, and just to have x alone on this left hand side, we have divided throughout by 3. So this is our final equation. And once we solve this, we will get the value of matrix X, correct? So let's do that. Let me switch to the Scilab console, and let us first define what is matrix A. So here matrix A is 3 cross 2 matrix, which is the rows are, 1 minute. Yeah. So here I'll define the matrix A. First row there is 8, space 0, colon. Colon is, we use colon to separate the rows, right? Then this is 4 minus 2. And then there is 3, 6. This is the first matrix, that is A. Now let me define this B matrix, which is B is equal to 2 minus 2 semicolon 4 space 2 semicolon minus 5 1, correct? So this way we have defined the matrix B. Now what is our question? We have to calculate. Let me just minimize this window so that we'll be able to see both the windows. This is my Scilab console. So yeah, what we have to calculate over here is, yeah. So this equation now I'll write over here in the Scilab console. So that is x is equal to 5b minus 2a into 1 upon 3, right? So let's write that x is equal to 5 into b minus 2 into a, and the whole equation will be divided by 3, or you can say multiplied by 1 upon 3. And okay, I put this multiplication sign over here, and 5. Yeah. Now if I press enter, this is the value of matrix X. Okay, so this is how we can solve the questions, and this way you can solve the remaining questions also that have been given in this particular PDF. Let me take one last example in which you have to calculate the transpose of A matrix. So I'm sure you all are aware of what is transpose. So in transpose, what we do is the rows become columns and columns become rows, right? So this matrix should actually look like 3, 7, and in the row that should be 5 and 9. So how we'll do that using Scilab? Let me define this matrix A. Let me clear the window first. Yeah, I'll define the matrix A, which is 3, 5, 7, 9. So 3, 5, 7, 9. And now we have to find out its transpose. So how we find out the transpose? It is nothing but A dash. So this is the transpose. So this way you can solve the questions based on matrices. The reason why we are doing this is because we wanted to show how Scilab can be useful at the high school level. Scilab can be useful while solving problems of these types, such as vectors, matrices. Later on, we'll also learn how to do plotting. So in that also, Scilab can be extremely very useful. So if you have any questions related to the practice problems, please put them in the chat box. I'll be happy to answer them.
Thank you, Rashmi, for the demonstration. So I think the school teachers are here. They'll know that Scilab can easily be used in schools as well. So you can try out with your more textbook examples, and you can ask us doubts if you have with those examples also. So moving ahead.
I have just put a question here on the chat box because I'm stuck in the Scilab, I think compiler. Suppose I do this type of thing, a forward slash, it is giving continuous arrows like this. So what should I do in the console?
Is this, where did you encounter this? Is this question from the
Yeah,
tutorial?
when I was doing, tutorial, when I was doing the inverse problem, there by mistake, I put one bracket and this type of thing is happening. I am continuously getting this forward arrow type of thing, or greater than arrow, sorry.
This question is from the tutorial. That is what.
Yeah.
What you can do is you can simply type, you have to press Control X or Control C keys together so that this will stop.
Yeah. So Rashmi.
Control C, Control C.
Control C, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
So next time these type of question actually should come on the forums. So it will be helpful to others also. Sir, if you want, you can post since your query is solved here anyways, but you can post.
I'll put that there also. Yeah, I'll put there.
So it is helpful for others, you know.
Fine, I'll put there also.
Thank you.